bags where horror lies.
Hello, welcome to Body Bags. My name is James and I'm your Tuesday night reviewer, and I have broken my tripod. So this week, I decided to review what I watched on Saturday night at the cinema, which was it Coralie Fagier, I think, the female director of The Substance. Where the hell did this movie come from? I think this is her second feature, Coralie Fagier. The first one she did was The Revenge from about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, something like that. And then out of the blue comes this movie. Oh my God, this is crazy. Yeah. This review will have some spoilers. I'm just going to jump right into it. To what I can, I'm not going to give everything away. There's very distinct acts in this, and the third act, yeah, I'm not going to go into that one at all. I don't think. It's just balls to the wall crazy. But anyway, we follow Emily Sparkle, which is played by Demi Moore. So she's very big. She's a movie star. At the start of the movie, we see that they're putting out a Hollywood star. You can see it was like quite a long time ago, maybe a couple of decades ago. And it's getting more and more like people are like, oh, wow, she's got her star up. And by the end of it, people are dropping food all over it and they don't even notice, they don't even care. So she's getting to the end of her life run, would you say, on TV. And so the channel head, because she has it's like a fitness channel that she does now on TV. And so the head of the TV, kind of, what would you call him? It's not the producer of the show, but he's the network head, I would say. It is, what's his name? Oh my God, I've completely forgotten his name. Dennis Quaid. Oh my word. Yeah. In playing quite a flamboyant, awesome role for him. So basically he wants her gone. She's too old. And he's like, I need someone new, someone fresh, someone hot. And the scene where he's telling her this, it's like over like food. She did this a little bit in The Revenge. I remember there's the guy that's eating these like chocolates and it's all close up. So this one, he's eating like these prawns, you call them shrimp, I think, in the US. So yeah, it's all close up, all slow. You're listening to all this stuff. It's like, if you're not into the food stuff, you'll be like, you'll gag at that. I don't mind that, but it's very nicely filmed. And well, she actually has this very cool car crash. It's how it's filmed is like really violent. How it's filmed, it's really nicely done. But then she's in the hospital, and this guy, he looks a little bit strange. He looks very perfect, and he slipped something into her pocket. He's checking her out at one point. He's checking her spine. She's like, I thought all the tests were done. He's like, I'm just checking you something. You're the perfect candidate. I mean, you're fine to go. She's like, that's a bit weird. And she's been given this. She looks in her pocket, and it's like this flash drive which she puts in the TV, and then it's about this thing called The Substance, and it makes this perfect copy of you. So here's where the spoilers are kind of kicking in heavy. So it uses all your DNA, and what it does is basically recreates a second version of you, but a perfect one from all of the bits that you have in you, the best possible version of you. Right, the only rule basically is that 7 days for one, 7 days for the other. They have all these tubes, so like when one is asleep, they're like basically in a coma. They put this like drip into them and it feeds them and stuff like that. So you have this like activation thing, and then it's like There's another one that's a stabilizer. So you take this, it's a huge needle, and they take this substance, this liquid, straight kind of like, you say it's the spine area, but it's a huge needle, so it's like in the middle of them. It's this liquid, and it puts into this kind of like syringe thing, and it's like, so it's this stabilizer, because if they don't have this stabilizer, the copy will kind of basically start to fall apart, starts bleeding out and stuff. But anyway, we go to a very cool scene. Sorry, the camera's shaking around. This is really bad. I don't have the tripod, and I'm not doing my normal images because there aren't really images of the movie at the moment. But yeah, so okay, I won't spoil how she's born, how she comes to life. I won't spoil, but it's called Sue. I love how Caroline Margier films Sue. Like, it's almost like she's filming her like she has an absolute obsession with her, and she is not hiding that obsession. She's dressing her up in these skimpiest outfits, especially the leotard, and just close-ups of everything. I mean, she's beautiful. She is beautiful. And so she actually, because there's this newspaper ad, because this is all set in the, it doesn't actually say a time period, but it's set in the 80s. And you can tell by like what Demi Moore's character's doing. She has like this big dance fitness TV show. And so there's a TV ad that Dennis Quaid put in there, like looking for the new one. And she goes and she actually gets it. And the fitness moves that she's doing, how they're filming it, it's like, it's so cool. It's so cool. It's really, really, really cool. It's directed by a horny guy. I don't know. It's like, might be like horny woman. I have no idea of Caroline Margier's sexual preferences. It doesn't matter. But it's filmed so well. Like I said, it's like she has an obsession with this character Sue and how she films it. She doesn't hide it. Oh, but anyway, it's like, so Sue is, I don't have enough time to do the stuff. Like, she's at this, she wants to go to this party. She brings this guy around about to have sex, and she starts bleeding on him. And she's like, oh, it all goes a bit crazy when she's like feeling like she needs to stabilize. But it's not. She's hit the end of her 7 days. But she takes an extra shot from Demi Moore's character, straight from the spine, takes it. And then the next day, Demi Moore wakes up and she's got this gnarly kind of fingers. Like, ugh, it's all horrible. And she phones up and like the number that for this substance people, which you never meet. There's never any talk of money or anything like that. It's just this gift that's given. It's really strange. And they're like, well, whatever's been taken that's it now. There's no reverse. And she's, no, I've got this gnarly thumb forever. And basically, Sue just takes more and more time. So it starts to have these physical effects on Demi Moore. And obviously it just goes, she's getting more and more withdrawn. She's not going out. She's like, Sue's leading my better life as it should be. She's getting more and more depressed. Yeah, I think I'm not going to delve too much more into that. Because I don't want to touch where it goes, because it's just crazy. It's, Brian Usner would love this movie. This is kind of like, I think everyone on board has watched a bit of Society and movies like that and The Beyond and stuff, and it's like, boom. This is like the 2024 kind of continuation of those, but it's fantastic. This is my favorite movie of the year so far. I mean, I'm a huge Alien franchise fan. I love Alien. I really enjoyed Romulus. But Romulus is my number 2 at the moment. Do need to give it another watch, but this was so good. This was so much fun. That's just it. I was actually in a similar one of these points where it's just nuts. I was just looking around at everyone. The screen is red, so everyone's bathed in red. And I was like, how are the people finding this? Because I mean, I love crazy horror stuff. And I was just smiling like a mad madman watching this at times. I know it was with my mate Marco, looking at him and like we're both laughing, but not like, oh, this is shit. It's like, this is just amazingly cool. It's just so much fun. Yeah, highly recommend checking this out at the cinema. Really do. And this is one I will definitely add. I hope we get a really nice collector's edition from someone at some point. I think it's Mubi in the region 2 area anyway. I think that's putting a blue out. I don't know about the US. But anyway, I think I'm going to leave it there. I thought Demi Moore was fantastic in this. So was the character who plays, the actress that plays Sue. She looks stunning. Absolutely stunning. And fair play to Demi Moore, because the character that she is, it's like she's this washed up, older, like, celebrity, like, who used to be famous. And it's like, okay, it's kind of parodying what her life might be. And she gets naked in this, and it's like, oof, especially when she's like with Sue, and Sue is naked, it's like, fuck, fair play. Because obviously she's a bit old. She's 60s, I think, Demi Moore. I mean, she's had surgery, and she looks fantastic for in the 60s, but she's against someone who's like, I think she's like 29, 30, the character. The actress who plays Sue, who's stunning. It's like, fair play, because at one point you would have been Sue. And I think that's kind of like, that's what's really cool about this. It's like, kind of like, it goes way past like actual, like real life, but kind of like, you could see someone like Demi Moore having these feelings about like, this is like the end of the road and stuff like that, and how she's dealing with it and how she's being treated by studio execs and stuff like that. So I kind of like that, kind of how that was. It's like a little bit of art imitating life. But fantastic movie. Highly recommend everyone checks this out, especially if you like Brian Usner stuff. Yeah, it's just nuts. And a little bit of like Asian love thrown in there as well. But anyway, I hope you guys like this review. There's loads more subtext that I'm just not diving into. There's loads that I just didn't, it just flew over my head because I just sat there like a giggling teenager, like, this is amazing. I will be watching this again, 100% for sure. Maybe even I'll get a second cinema review, I'm not sure, but I can't wait to get that 4K when it comes out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll catch you next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.